if he keeps getting away with this stuff, he's either going to end up in prison or in a casket. Don't shake your head because you have no idea. You think you know too much, but I'm going to show you about what you do know. Not at all, right? In fact, I'm just going to guess. I don't know your mom, but I'm just going to guess she's probably told you not to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you don't listen to her, and you're not listening to me or the court.
Right from the start, you can feel the judge's frustration. This isn't just about breaking the law. It's about breaking trust from his family, his community, and now the court. Notice how the judge immediately calls out the young man's pattern of defiance. This isn't his first warning, and the tone says it all. One more misstep could be his last chance.
2006. It's my birthday.
So he turned 18. As I told the court, it was charged originally in a juvenile matter, and then it was dismissed, and they recharged as adult.
Here's the critical turning point. The judge reminds him that this isn't a minor offense, he's staring down a life sentence. For someone who just turned 18, that's a devastating reality check. It's a reminder that the justice system doesn't see youthful mistakes when the stakes are this high.
It's taken a lot for me to realize what position I am in, and
I don't think you get it. You found yourself in a position where maximum penalty is life or any term of years. Have you graduated high school?
No, sir.
No, you haven't even graduated high school and you're facing a life offense, and then somebody just gives you some simple rules to follow, some simple things not to do, and you can't do that. You can't follow your mother's rules, you can't follow the court's rules, you can't follow any rules. So you tell me why, if you're just going to throw away your life, why I shouldn't just lock you up right now?
The judge's question here, why shouldn't I just lock you up right now, isn't rhetorical. He's weighing whether this young man has the self-awareness to change. But the excuse about smoking to focus on studying, that's not flying here. What do you think? Is this just a teenager making excuses, or is there more to his story?
Focus while studying, I listen to music, and honestly, like, no harm for it, and
You will never do it.
I would never do it again. Like, I can whenever I'm not addicted to it or anything. I just like it because it helped me study.
Great.
I got good. My grades are improved now. Back since I've been out, I've been having.
Did you tell your mother you needed something to help you study?
I said I prefer. I actually.
Did you tell your mother that?
No. No, sir.
Because you're just so grown, you took it on your own.
Sorry.
This is where we see a key emotional crack. The young man admits he can't do it alone, that he needs his mother's supervision. This is powerful because it's both a confession of weakness and a plea for support. But will the judge see this as sincerity or manipulation?
I don't, and I'll be honest with you, I went through the bond form, Mr. McGoes. I don't understand how he has a PR bond. I don't.
So the family would not be able to make a high cash bond or a significant money bond. He came to the court with no prior history of any misconduct. He is high school senior, on track graduate. I explained to the magistrate how the family has all come together to take care of this, help assist this young man through this time. He's on a tether, on house arrest. All he is able to do is go to school and church. And I believe those are the two places that he's gone to.
Yeah, those are two places that I've only been.
He is not a risk of committing any offenses, not a risk of...
Yes, he is.
The attorney steps in, trying to explain why the bond was set so low, but you can sense the judge's disbelief. A personal recognizance bond for a case this serious. The judge is clearly questioning whether this young man deserves another ounce of leniency.
Sufficiently to this young man.
How's that feel with your sword in your chest?
I don't think I understand the court.
I don't mind attorneys falling on the sword for their client,
Thank
but
you.
this young man is not listening. He is not. He is just going to decide to do things his way. And I think his problem is
Here's a revealing moment. The judge shifts focus from the legal system to the young man's relationship with his mother. This is no longer just about the law. It's about respect. And right now, the judge is making it crystal clear. Disrespecting your own mother is as serious, if not more serious, than disrespecting the court.
you know, Mr. Margolis, I don't mean to interrupt you.
No worries.
It's almost not so much about respecting the court, although I do require that. But you know, I'm sitting up there watching on the Zoom screen, and I see his mom just standing beside her child. And it's the fact that you don't respect her that is really irritating me. And because of that, you're not even doing the things to respect yourself. You're an 18-year-old kid up here facing life sentences for what?
The judge highlights a hard truth. The mother is terrified, and this young man doesn't seem to grasp the full weight of his actions. For any parent watching this, you can feel her pain. Her son is facing a life sentence, and all she can do is plead for mercy.
Right?
I'll tell you what, I'll hear from Mom on my
Your Honor, and I probably mentioned this already, but he's in his last semester. My concern is that if he's detained for long.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know Your Honor knows.
I know.
I just wanted to put that out there. And
You know what? If I don't care about his education, about his life, what if he doesn't care? Why should I?
I think he does care. I think he's just made some mistakes, and
He's
improved.
not listening.
He's never talked to you before,
Oh, I can tell.
meaning he's listening to you, Judge.
Mom, is there anything you want to say? I know this is not. Excuse me one moment.
Please.
Let me see where he wants her to speak.
Let put him over there with you, Alan, and then Mom can come up so I can hear her.
Right here, man.
Mom, you can come on out.
This is one of the most emotional testimonies we've seen in court. The mother's voice is shaking as she paints a picture of a good kid who lost his way. She brings up family values, a history of hard work, even civil rights activism in her lineage. She's fighting for her son's future with every word.
Shock, utter shock. He was really a good kid and still is. I did not know. I knew he had a vape, but it wasn't marijuana. And I did tell him it was bad for his lungs. Prior to that, he was my only child that I knew for sure was going somewhere. He's never smoked, never been in any trouble. Him and his brother had started a business where they were selling hoodies in school. He would even be the one, helping me around the house. He's got a brother 16 months apart from him. I moved up to Ann Arbor 8 years ago so that he could go to a baccalaureate school because my two oldest children went to Cass Tech. His older brother went to Eastern and somebody laced his weed and sent him on a trip. By the grace of God, he came back. He's got a degree now. He's going to U of M this fall for software engineering. He even got a STEM scholarship. So that was the example that I was showing my younger children. Don't smoke weed. Don't hang out with these kids. Started hanging with some new kids that were older than him in college. And then I think turning 18, he thought he could,
Just thought
be
he was grown.
rebellious and grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not knowing. I just ask that the court show mercy, and I know this isn't something light or to be taken lightly, the charges that he's facing. We don't consider it lightly. We come from a good background. Our family, civil rights activists. I don't know if you ever heard of Willie Barrow, my aunt.
Yes.
Joe Lewis, my great uncle. I'm doing well at Blue Cross. I'm making a name for myself with the CEO. I'm back in school.
Ma'am,
So he comes from a good
stop
family.
there.
I'm sorry.
I do not doubt that at all.
Yeah. So this is hard.
I do not doubt that you as a mom have tried to do everything within your power to give him the tools and everything else so he could succeed. That is not a doubt. And like I said, I don't know you, but when I saw you on the screen, it wouldn't be easy for you, but if you just walked away from your kid that might have done wrong, I don't know that anybody would blame you necessarily. You didn't do that. You were standing cheek to cheek with him.
Yeah.
So understand any decision that I make, it's no reflection on you.
Sure. I understand.
But what I also...
The judge's warning here is chilling. If he keeps getting away with this behavior, prison or a casket are the only outcomes. That's not drama, that's the stark reality for countless young men who don't change their path in time. Do you think the judge is being too harsh, or is this exactly the tough love he needs?
You think you know too much, but I'm going to show you about what you do know. Mom, is there anything else you want to tell me?
He thought marijuana was legal and he could do that. And then they didn't tell us the probation. I know it's wrong, but they didn't give us restrictions or to anything to him. And I think he didn't know it because that's what he said coming in. If that, I know it's not helpful.
I got you.
I thank you.
His bond conditions are what the bond conditions are. I understand they may not have told him, but you told him.
Yeah, I did. I did tell him. And I just asked if you do makeup on, can you make it affordable for me? It's just me. And then I've been missing work already. I've missed almost a month. They're on me. I got to go meet with my HR on Monday about my job. This is so hard. And I told him I was only messing up at work because of this. I thought I could handle it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, do not apologize.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What time's your appointment on Monday?
In the morning when I go to work at 8 a.m. I work in Medicare Advantage out of the Blue Cross. It'll be 2 years in May.
What time do you get out of work?
4:30. You're right.
All right. Okay. And you work, how far is it from your work to here?
It takes me about 45 minutes.
To get here?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else from either side before I do what I'm going to do?
The prosecution isn't holding back, emphasizing the violence involved a broken nose, chipped tooth, and a fight over car keys. These details remind the court, and all of us watching, that this isn't just about weed or bad behavior. There are real victims here.
I know my colleague did a fantastic job outlining all the facts. I did just want to again emphasize the severe injuries and assault that occurred on one of the victims here. With the broken nose, chipped tooth, she was bitten her hand as she was trying to fight the defendant for control of the car keys. I think remand is appropriate at this time.
Margot.
I have nothing additional to add, Judge. This isn't the time to talk about the facts. We do have compelling defense to this case, but I'm not going to get into them now. This is a first offense, first charge of the lifetime for this young man. The family does not have money to pay a high bond. I would, if Your Honor was going to change the bond, I would suggest something in the range of 10 to 25,000, 10% if possible.
But if I make it higher than that, then family doesn't have it, and then he doesn't graduate.
Correct.
And everything's a mess.
Correct.
Hey man, anything you want to say?
Hold me. I just want to say that I do learn from my mistakes. I'm getting closer to God. I know I do look at my mistakes, and I know it impacts my family, and I know it impacts my mother, and it really breaks my heart.
When the young man apologizes, you can sense he's trying to convince not just the court, but himself, that he can change. He mentions God, his family, his business plans. He's pulling every card he can. But the question remains, is this a turning point or just another promise?
Do the right thing, and I won't smoke again. That's no problem for me to not smoke again. I won't, like, other than that, like, I've been following my probation rules. I've been texting my probation officer. I've not committed any other violations. I've been going to school on time, and I really apologize to the court. I'm sorry. I apologize to you. And that's it.
You know something? I'm sitting there listening to your mother. Amen. Understand something.
This is where the judge's humanity shines through. He acknowledges the mother's pain, but draws a hard line. This young man doesn't have the right to break her heart. It's a powerful statement about accountability, both as a son and as a citizen.
Normally, an easy thing for me to do is to accede to the people's request. If I accede to the people's request, you're not out. You don't graduate. Everything becomes a whole mess. But it also seems that if I let you out, you can't seem to follow the rules or do anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about it. And I'm going to decide what I want to do. But you're not leaving here today, Mr. Allen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to revoke your bond. You sit there and you think about it. I'm going to set a bond hearing 4 o'clock on Monday, 4 p.m.
The decision is made. The bond is revoked. The judge wants him to sit in jail and think about the direction of his life. It's a tough move, but one that might just save him in the long run. What would you have done if you were in the judge's seat?
Okay. We'll finally have somebody that's waiting on you as opposed to you waiting on everybody else, and they've fallen through. But what you're going to do, young man, since you can't seem to understand what kind of life you're kind of headed to, you ever been in jail?
Yeah.
For how long?
They put me in here for 4 days.
On this case, Judge.
This case isn't just about crime and punishment, it's about second chances, tough love, and the thin line between youth and adulthood. An 18-year-old with his whole life ahead of him is now facing the possibility of a future behind bars. His mother's testimony may have swayed the judge slightly, but ultimately, the young man's actions spoke louder than any promise. What do you think? Should the judge have shown more leniency, or was this the only way to wake him up? If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.